End will be simple, sudden, God-given. Meanwhile, the substance of our first act will be shadows and the strife with shadows. Heavier the interval than the consummation. All things prepare the event. Watch.
You see, my lord, I do not wait upon ceremony. Here I have come, forgetting all acrimony, hoping that your present gravity will find excuse for my humble levity, remembering all the good time past. Your lordship won't despise an old friend out of favour? Old Tom, gay Tom, Becket of London. Your lordship won't forget that evening on the river when the king and you and I were all friends together. Friendship should be more than biting time can sever. What, my lord, now that you recover favour with the king, shall we say that summer's over, or that the good time cannot last? Fluting in the meadows, viols in the hall, laughter and apple blossom floating on the water, singing at nightfall, whispering in chambers, fires devouring the winter season, eating up the darkness with wit and wine and wisdom. Now that the king and you are in amity, clergy and laity may return to gaiety. Mirth and sportfulness need not walk warily.
You talk of seasons that are past. I remember, not worth forgetting.
And of the new season. Spring has come in winter. Snow in the branches shall float as sweet as blossoms. Ice along the ditches mirror the sunlight. Love in the orchard send the sap shooting. Mirth matches melancholy.
We do not know very much of the future, except that from generation to generation the same things happen again and again. Men learn little from others' experience, but in the life of one man never the same time returns. Sever the cord, shed the scale. Only the fool, fixed in his folly, may think he can turn the wheel on which he turns.
My lord, a nod is as good as a wink. A man will often love what he spurns. For the good times past that are come again, I am your man.
Not in this strain. Look to your behavior. You were safer, think of penitence, and follow your master.
Not at this gate. If you go so fast, others may go faster. Your lordship is too proud. The safest beast is not the one that roars most loud. This was not the way of the king, our master. You were not used to be so hard upon sinners when they were your friends. Be easy, man. The easy man lives to eat the best dinners. Take a friend's advice. Leave well alone, or your goose may be cooked and eaten to the bone.
You come 20 years too late.
Then I leave you to your fate. I leave you to the pleasures of your higher vices, which will have to be paid for at higher prices. Farewell, my lord, I do not wait upon ceremony. I leave as I came, forgetting all acrimony, hoping that your present gravity will find excuse for my humble levity. If you will remember me, my lord, at your prayers, I'll remember you at kissing time below the stairs.
Leave well alone the springtime fancy. So one thought goes whistling down the wind. The impossible is still temptation. The impossible, the undesirable, voices under sleep, waking a dead world, so that the mind may not be whole in the present.
Your lordship has forgotten me, perhaps. I will remind you. We met at Clarendon, at Northampton, and last at Montmirail in Maine. Now that I have recalled them, let us but set these not too pleasant memories in balance against other, earlier and weightier ones, those of the Chancellorship. See how the late ones rise. You, master of policy, whom all acknowledged should guide the state again.
Your meaning?
The Chancellorship that you resigned when you were made Archbishop, that was a mistake on your part, still may be regained. Think, my lord, power obtained grows to glory, life lasting, a permanent possession. a templed tomb, monument of marble. Rule over men reckon no madness.
To the man of God what gladness?
Sadness only to those giving love to God alone. Shall he who held the solid substance wander waking with deceitful shadows? Power is present, holiness hereafter.
Who then?
The Chancellor, King and Chancellor. King commands, Chancellor richly rules. This is a sentence not taught in the schools. To set down the great, protect the poor, beneath the throne of God, can man do more? Disarm the ruffian, strengthen the laws, rule for the good of the better cause, dispensing justice, make all even, is thrive on earth, and perhaps in heaven.
What means?
Real power is purchased at price of a certain submission. Your spiritual power is earthly perdition. Power is present for him who will wield.
Who shall have it?
He who will come.
What shall be the month?
The last from the first.
What shall we give for it?
Pretense of priestly power.
Why should we give it?
For the power and the glory.
No.
Yes, our bravery will be broken. Cabined in Canterbury, realmless ruler, self-bound servant of a powerless pope, the old stag circled with hounds.
No.
Yes, men must maneuver. Monarchs also, waging war abroad, need fast friends at home. Private policy is a public profit. Dignity still shall be dressed with decorum.
You forget the bishops, whom I have laid under excommunication.
Hungry hatred will not strive against intelligent self-interest.
You forget the barons, who will not forget constant curbing of petty privilege.
Against the barons is king's cause, churl's cause, chancellor's cause.
No. Shall I, who keep the keys of heaven and hell, supreme alone in England, who bind and loose with power from the Pope, descend to desire a punier power, delegate to deal the doom of damnation, to condemn kings not serve among their servants is my open office. No, go.
Then I leave you to your fate. Your sin soars sunward, covering kings' falcons.
Temporal power, to build a good world, to keep order as the world knows order. Those who put their faith in worldly order, not controlled by the order of God, in confident ignorance but arrest disorder, make it fast, breed fatal disease, degrade what they exalt. Power with the king. I was the king, his arm, his better reason. But what was once exaltation would now only be mean descent.